What is up, all? Andy here from Biohazard Declassified as always. Thank you very much for tuning into our showcase of the Summer Game Awards. It is my pleasure to be joined with the Horror Game Awards crew as we're going to give our analysis on what's coming up and our live reactions. Gentlemen, how are you feeling today?
Good.
Doing great.
Don't know if I'm excited or not. It depends what we get, but I'm good.
I actually do not know what to expect. I keep hearing murmurs of like Final Fantasy, something to do with Final Fantasy VII. I'm not big into Final Fantasy, but I've heard like murmurs of Final Fantasy VII. But aside from that, Capcom showcases on Monday, so I don't know if they're going to show anything right now. I can't think of anything outside of maybe expanding on what we saw at the State of Play, the PlayStation showcase. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation didn't do many of their own kind of first party stuff, so I don't know why they not do it at their own showcase and then do it here. So I don't know what we'll get from them. But same with Xbox, because they've got a showcase Sunday and Capcom Monday. So I don't know. It depends what deals Jeff's been managing to make before they all made their plans.
Well, it is worth noting that E3 is not happening this year. So maybe this is going to completely compound. Because aside from this, when is the Tokyo Game Show? What, September is it normally?
Yeah, September's usually, yeah.
So I think this could be a big show. I don't know what to expect. I'm excited. I'm pleasantly excited. Do you think we're going to see any horror-related stuff?
I think so. I think we might see quite a bit. Just looking at some of the publishers and developers that are going to be there. You've got Annapurna Interactive, who are doing Silent Hill Townfall. So that was teased before the showcase we had last week, so that we'll probably see something from them. And also the Madison creator at Bloodiest Games teased an announcement today as well. So we might potentially have Madison too. And then, Amazon Studios there as well. So that might be the new Tomb Raider. We don't know. But Netflix is apparently also involved, from what I've read. And Netflix are working on the Tomb Raider. Is it the animation show?
See, that's interesting. Like, why wouldn't there be an intercompany relationship with like Amazon Prime to bring a Tomb Raider show to Amazon Prime and not Netflix? That is very bizarre. But
it is bizarre.
Unless it, when did Amazon acquire Tomb Raider though? Because it was quite recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, very recent. Yeah, not long ago.
TV deals take a long time to get in the works.
Yeah.
For absolute clarity, we are 7 minutes away from starting, so we're just going to use this time to talk about some predictions. Feel free in the comments section, guys, to drop your thoughts, your analysis, your predictions on what you think's coming up at the Summer Game Fest today. Again, this has kind of become the de facto replacement for E3 in the last couple of years, especially over the pandemic. So this is the show to watch as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff Keighley wasn't all too subtle when they announced that they were cancelling. He pretty much danced on the grave straight away. Yeah. It's like, don't worry, Summer Game Fest's still here, even if E3 isn't. But yeah, I'm not sure what else. I mean, are we getting gameplay of Alan Wake 2?
Yes. Yeah, that's been confirmed, yeah.
Whether we get anything Silent Hill 2 related, I mean, it's Bloober Team who are doing the actual thing, so the fact that Konami is involved and Keighley's friends with Kojima might not be too much of an issue if it's a third party developer. I don't know whether that stops anyone Konami from showcasing stuff here or not. But
no, exactly. I think Sony have got the exclusivity, haven't they, for Silent Hill 2, so they may put out the trailer because Dusk Golem said before the last showcase that we're going to get 3 updates on the Silent Hill games. So we've had Ascension's update, so we know that's coming. Obviously, Annapurna's there, so that might be Townfall. And then I'd say that potentially we might see it here, but have PlayStation show a bit of Silent Hill 2. It'd be a big one to show the release date as well. I think that'd be the next one. I think because it's rumored to be very close to being finished. They're in the polishing stage at the moment, so you can kind of see an end of the year release. So we might see October seems quite heavy at the moment with releases. Alone in the Dark, and then you've also got Alan Wake 2.
Yes.
So it might be November, December time. Give it a bit of breathing space.
We might just have quite simple. There's been a lot of trailers that have been outside of these big showcases, so we might just get just a rehash of them. Like, for example, Silent Hill Ascension, Alone in the Dark had its own showcase, so maybe we'll get something on that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good year for horror. It's going to be even harder when we sit down at the end of the year to go through the Horror Game Awards.
Yeah, that's going to be insane. Luckily, we don't have to make any decisions, so that's that's all right.
Yeah, and it's all clusters because there's just been a big cluster of indie horror games at the end of May, just gone. I had to remember what month we were in then, and then all the rest, as you say, are in October. So it's just like, right, the rest of the time you can breathe, and it's like, right, big intense moments of play all the horror games in the world.
Yeah.
Side note, but I've just realised I've committed utter blasphemy by wearing a Coca-Cola shirt and drinking a Pepsi Max.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, we might see, what was it, Death Stranding 2?
Yes, of course.
Yes, because obviously Jeff's big friends with Kojima, and I think Kojima's also there. I've seen he's in LA at the moment, so you could put 2 and 2 together there. Sony as well. It could be it's going to be a Sony announcement, isn't it? So,
yeah. Are Xbox at this one as well, or are they just doing their own thing on Sunday?
I think they're doing their own thing on Sunday. I don't remember seeing their logo on the big poster that Jeff put out.
Classic Xbox L.
Yeah.
Common Xbox L.
Yeah.
Jesus, what is happening at the moment with them? They're just all over the place.
Yeah. The only reason I ask is because the one thing that I was kind of looking forward to from them was Hellblade 2. And I know it was Summer Game Fest where we last, or it was either Summer Game Fest or Game Awards where we last saw anything from that. Which is why it's like, will they pop up again? Oh, no, Xbox's logo is in the...
oh, is it? All right.
In the partners. I've just scrolled down their website. So
it is in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So what that means, what we'll get from them, same as PlayStation, if they've got their own showcase, I don't know what they're going to do here.
Yeah. You don't think they'd make quite a big announcement when their own major event is next week? Well, on Sunday. So I don't think it'll be too much. It'll probably be teasing what's coming up in their showcase. They're just taking the opportunity to, because obviously Summer Game Fest is such a big platform now.
Oh, it's an absolutely huge platform. Again, outside of maybe the Game Awards, which again is also Jeff Keighley.
Yeah,
this man has just become like the Tony Stark of games. What's going on? Like, I know he's always been around, but it's only the last couple of years he's been like super prominent.
Yeah, it's just because he was at the start of. Do you remember Game Trailers? And then they developed it to their own platform. He's probably developed all those good connections at that time. And then as everything's grown, he's just kept those connections and just become this.
Well, at the moment, on the main Game Awards channel, there's 200,000 people watching on YouTube.
Mental.
And 92,500 watching on Twitch. So, and obviously that's without all the co-streamers, like the big ones like IGN and then all, obviously, the best co-streamers ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, goes without saying. Right, so we're on 40 seconds here.
Oh, here we go.
Wonder what
I'm imagining I don't think it'll go straight into a trailer, will they? They'll probably want to run out and go, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I think we'll get more interviews in this one than trailers, if memory serves from last year as well. But they may do a cold open big one. So let's see, I guess.
So Nico over on TikTok says, all I want from Xbox is a Fable update. I haven't heard of Fable in years. Very interesting to see if they do anything with that IP again. Tito says, hi guys. is Resi expected, or next week's Capcom show? I don't think. I think they're probably going to show it today. I don't think they'll show it at the Capcom showcase. Let me turn this volume up. Just.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Told you, man. Told you.
There he is.
Couldn't keep away
Face
from
of
the
the
camera.
fans.
Kissing babies.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest. We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live
Does that
fan
sound loud enough for you
audience
guys?
for the first
Yeah,
time
sounds good to
ever.
me.
Welcome, everybody. When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase.
3 years
meaning
from a
no
spare
matter where
bedroom
you
to
play
a
games, I
YouTube
hope you'll
theatre.
discover a new
That's a
game
lesson
to put
for
on
us,
your
I think,
wish
as
list.
well.
The
Yeah, that'll be
landscape
us.
of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh. Mortal
cool.
Kombat 1.
Delivers, don't worry. Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next season, and yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Oh boy.
All I'll say right now. But let's get right to the games and
Silent Hill
gameplay.
2.
The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting.
I'm getting a pen.
Here we go.
Oh, what is this?
Prince of Persia?
Oh.
like.
Yeah, it is.
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Gameplay looks interesting. Bit of a change.
Yeah.
So is it side scrolling?
It looks like Castlevania, sort of.
It was. It looks like a Metroidvania the way it's playing.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a throwback, actually.
Yeah.
In these times of darkness, hope
That
is
seems to be the
only
biggest thing in
that
games at
keeps
the
us
moment, don't it?
fighting.
It's on that
Yeah.
nostalgia.
I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
That looks good.
Okay.
Is it going to be this year? No, next year.
Ooh, right at the start of next year.
No, you've not missed anything, Elizabeth.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024.
Literally
a
on the first
brand new
reveal.
action-adventure platformer in the
So
iconic
Prince of
series.
Persia. What was that
Deep
called? Prince of
combat,
Persia?
some
Lost
huge
Crown.
boss fights,
Lost Crown,
That's on the
yeah.
screen, sorry.
Incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along.
Yeah,
to
sorry, Han, this
another
isn't-
iconic video game
this is an
franchise
upcoming
that just
games
celebrated
reveal.
30 years.
Oh.
That's right.
Here you go. Mortal
It's
Kombat.
time for Mortal Kombat
okay.
1.
Oh, let's go. Mortal Kombat 1. Interesting
Keep you
name.
waiting on this one. It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the
Doing
most
good, Aaron. How are you?
ambitious MK yet. that reboots the series into a new era timeline, and it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video
really good
is
cameo
literally insane.
characters in the last
Here
time.
is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities.
Oh, let's go.
There we go.
Mortal Kombat
That's what we
1.
want.
Let's do it.
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Either of you guys played any of the recent Mortal Kombats?
No.
Not really. I know there's obviously a market for it.
Come. There are
But
other
yeah,
champions
last
I
Mortal
gather.
Kombat I played was Deadly Alliance on the PS2.
Seto. It's my family.
Last one I
blade.
played was a
Seto
lot
is
before
mine.
that. I think it might have
And
even
I'll give
been
it up to
around the time the movie came out.
Yeah. I haven't got the nuance to learn all the combos and...
Yeah, that's
That
my
sort of
excuse
thing.
as well. Old thumbs.
I was more of a Killer Instinct guy, to be honest. Like on the Super Nintendo, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. To me, Killer Instinct all day, every day.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to one here.
It looks really
What are
good.
you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
That's kind of clever. They're like retconning their own story by having it, because it's like, who are you again?
Well, retconning seems to be all the rage now.
Yeah, indeed.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Graphics look fantastic, actually, Rochelle. That's a good point.
Yeah. No, the gameplay looks really fluid.
Yeah, like I know it might not necessarily show it because I'm screen recording, but this is running at 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Oh,
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
so this is it. Is it kind of like Tekken Tag Tournament now then, where there's like
It looks like
2
it.
characters, like 4 characters on screen? What about that?
I wonder if it's like a co-op through the story. They can play with a friend, which seems pretty cool.
Oh,
Oh. These look awesome.
finish him.
September
Oh.
19th. Oh, that's really soon.
That is very soon.
Oh, beta access as well. Must be starting quite soon.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys? Now, I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
Look at this Chad. absolutely changed the game for fighting
I
games.
love you. All right. Well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight. But
a lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero.
You said a lot of blank squares there, but there's circles.
You can do it multiple times on the gameplay, So you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all.
So this is basically Tekken Tag Tournament, but you can't swap over.
That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing, the best team-ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. Okay. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo almost.
Exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
It's amazing. So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro popped in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of nodding to the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yeah. That's sick.
That's awesome.
People don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it?
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage.
That's awesome.
And stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years.
4 years?
But we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, so there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks for
How do you keep that quiet? Not one leak. I don't remember hearing anything about that.
It's very rare for a studio nowadays.
Yeah, with all the NDAs and stuff. I can imagine the clauses in them.
Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games.
D Lizzle, it's just showcases of games today.
Since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
Okay.
I don't remember the first one.
No.
I have no idea what this is.
That looks Diablo-esque.
Hey you! What's going on?
See you soon, D Lizzle. I mean, it's visually stunning.
Yeah, for a dungeon crawler, yeah, it looks awesome.
Path of Exile.
Might have to take a look at number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I thought he said extended gameplay trailer.
More coming in July. Last
But that was
week
like
marked the release
10
of Street
seconds.
Fighter
Yeah.
6, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
This might be the one thing we get from Capcom today.
Yeah. Wait, is that Solid Snake?
No, that's Ryu.
Oh, I thought
But
it was his outfit then. I was like, what?
By the way, Street Fighter 6 has been getting 10 out of 10s across the board.
Yeah. The gameplay looks insane, like the recent demo version of it.
yeah, Dale says he wants Monster Hunter World 2. I think you might have to wait for Capcom showcase.
Oh, this is Exo Primal.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is that Guile?
This is Exo Primal.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, so
Capcom Collab 1. What does that mean?
Guessing there must be more.
Yo, you know Exo Primal cross Resident Evil is Dino
Ryu from
Crisis.
Street Fighter facing off against the dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exo Primal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
There's
Yeah, it's been a crazy one, though.
powerful
Yeah.
than imagination.
Good to see, though.
Oh.
We can shape the fabric of reality.
Oh, it's Nicolas Cage.
Transforming everything.
oh, it's yeah, the Dead by Daylight thing.
Dead by Daylight over.
What is this? What is this? Oh, why?
I still don't. I'm still none the wise of what is actually happening. Is he a killer or is he a survivor or what?
I don't know how these things happen, but I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
Oh,
This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades.
Of course, he's just got him on to like walk on
Please
stage.
join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage.
Jesus Christ!
What? What?
Oh my God! How does he look younger?
This man's de-aging.
Thank you, everybody.
Look at him, man. Chad.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video
Proper
game
chat.
world.
Oh, wow, yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come back. I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing
He
one of the
looks like a plastic
survivors in
Elvis.
this game. And it's cool that, it really is
We see it's gonna be Planet
Michael
Survivor.
Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together.
Oh.
And you play yourself, or who do you play?
Thanks for
So I
liking,
play
Dale.
this,
Appreciate it.
heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor,
I'm sold
is like
already.
a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything.
No, the fact that
I want you to know when you're
Nicolas
playing
Cage is
the
on
Nick
stage at
Cage
Summer Game
Survivor,
Fest
I
does
even
not
have
mean
when
we
you're
need a
choosing
cushion
your
with his
skins,
face
I
on.
even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully enough to Nick Cage. I love it.
He's just so awesome.
I mean, this is so
this is
fun. This
unreal.
game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean,
I
how
feel
did
like
you
we've
find out
passed
about Dead
through
by
some
Daylight?
sort
Do you know
of
much about the video
weird
game?
Somebody very
fucking event
important in my
horizon at this
family
point.
is
It's
a
like,
Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in, ha, pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience,
God.
meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say
It's good to see the
it took me
crossover though from
nothing but
movies
a
and
split
games
second
starting to
say
become
yes.
more common now.
And speaking
It's
about
not
split
as much,
seconds,
shouldn't
what,
Definitely.
excuse me, what I
Yeah.
noticed, excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So
Yep.
that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks,
Yes.
Nick, thank you so much.
thank you.
Hopefully the
Have
first
fun.
Benny. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man.
Put it
Awesome.
there,
There you go. Look at
wild,
it.
wild.
What a funny guy.
Now, for all of you who want to play Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, the chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
Who asked for this?
I didn't ask for it, but I want it now. I've never bought Dead by Daylight, so I think this will be the turning point.
Yeah, all of us all of a sudden signing up to DBD. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, screw Resident Evil, it's now Dead by Daylight.
Damn right I made it.
What a G.
oh, hey
Anything
Lloyd,
goes here
welcome
at
in.
Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number
You've
of video
just
game
missed the most
adaptations.
surreal
But back
moment, I think, in the
2019,
whole show.
The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here today to share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1 Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix. Get ready.
I thought he wasn't doing Witcher anymore.
After Season 3, so this is effectively the final season. Because I think a lot of people are turning off once he's replaced.
Oh.
Epic Games.
Oh.
Hey yo, what is this?
It looks right up our alley, I think.
It does indeed. Skulls, yeah. Check.
Creepy horror font. Check.
Yo.
Oh yeah, it's the witch hunt.
Witch?
Did this get showcased somewhere last year?
Yeah, it was like a really early access, I think. But it's the gameplay looks a hell of a lot better though.
Yeah, I don't think we saw very much last time.
No. Ah, that was it. Witchfire.
Yes, I remember now.
Oh, VR.
01. Operation Control clears you for engagement.
The VR stuff looks cool, but also a recipe for motion sickness, I reckon.
Yes.
Crossfire. See, I play a lot of Onward on Quest 2, and it's very, very good. It's just I don't know how many people are actually interested in VR. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's just hard to access, isn't it? Like obviously with the cost of PSVR 2 and all the different headsets, it's it really restricts.
We have no choice.
Oh.
The root will destroy everything.
What is this?
Something multiplayer.
No turning back after this. You sure?
Remnant.
Oh,
2.
Remnant, that announced. Where was it? Yesterday?
Oh, was it?
At the indie conference, yeah.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you.
It doesn't matter. Nothing can top Nick Cage.
No, that's it now.
On TikTok,
We'll just finish.
on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms.
Facebook Gaming, you motherfucker. And Twitter.
Come on.
for watching more than 30 minutes of the show.
I think your
Now,
main platform has just
speaking
been
of
snubbed.
surprises,
Andy.
another legendary gaming hero
Another day.
is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
it's
this
a
is
remaster
sick.
collection.
Wow.
Brand new adventure. It looks cool. I just really hope they keep the like old school 2D Sonic physics, because all the 3D, 2D ones, the physics feels off.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Dave.
I've actually, I mean, I was a Mario guy, so I've never played a Sonic game.
No, I wasn't big a Sega.
Yeah, oh no, this was the Mega Drive was my first console. It was all about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic Superstars. Problem is,
You
that
said-
sounds like every other offspin of Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, quite soon as well.
Yeah. Like,
How about that?
if they make sure it plays like the original games, that'll be the important thing.
This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game is bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
Hoyoverse.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
Another busy day ahead of us.
Is that true, Phil?
What's that?
You walk
Yes.
down the aisle.
It is true. I wasn't expecting it. I will say, but yeah.
The tournament's starting.
Casino Night
Let me get
Zone
warmed
music
up.
from Sonic 2.
Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure. Let's see some sparks fly.
Huh. Never mind. I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time? Time for a buzz. Excess speed, too slow.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz.
I remember seeing this when it was announced. This
PlayStation and
looked
PC this
really
year.
good.
It's got,
Well,
it
if
looked
you're
like it had
wondering
the same font
exactly
as Devil
when,
May Cry.
we have news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
It does. Okay.
It's basically Bloodborne, but in the Pinocchio universe.
As you do.
Who thinks of this? At least it's. I suppose it's in the public domain, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Well, there's a Pinocchio horror film coming out.
Of course there is.
Like the Winnie the Pooh one.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nico. We should get confirmation of the new Tomb Raider. Maybe that's what is going to end the show.
Yeah, that would be insane.
The big surprise.
Yeah. Did he say that no one knows he's coming? Does he mean coming in the show or coming out in general?
Pass.
I don't think he said there's a big surprise thing at the end, but he also said something else. No one knows is coming.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, so
There's two.
other surprises.
What could that be? Again, I've not really been into Soulsborne games because it's the amount of time that you need to dedicate to like learning techniques and enemies and stuff as well.
Yeah, I always see them and they always look intriguing, and then I'm like,
yeah, definitely.
I've got far too short attention span as a gamer.
Just give me a gun, let me shoot something.
We're playing demo.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, on all platforms as well.
That's right. A demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
Everyone like, oh, like that's not like it's not the industry standard to use Unreal Engine 5 now.
Yeah, when they say it's Unreal Engine 6.
Ooh.
Not a clue so far. Oh, Dragon Ball. Again, wasn't big into Dragon Ball.
Yeah, missed that boat.
Looks good though, I like the art style.
Sandland.
That's gonna be one you say fast 3 times.
Sandland, get ready to
Dragon Ball
become
combined
the
with
unlikely
Borderlands.
hero in
Yeah, it
adventure
did have
where
that
you
kind
don't
of
need to be
aesthetic
human to
to
save
it.
humanity.
Yeah.
That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting
Is horror games.
as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from iam8bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. Later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects.
Oh, boy.
Let's see how many you can figure out
No, it's not.
this little tease.
Oh boy, hang on. This has got to be like Stray, obviously.
Oh, that's straight, yeah.
What? Hang on.
Oh, they're doing a new showcase of their own, so this is going to be like guess the project.
Is that Townfall?
No. Guessing there'll be some sort of DLC maybe for Stray.
It was Townfall they were doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, Townfall's what they're doing, yeah.
Are they a publisher though, rather than a dev?
Publisher, I think, now.
Yeah, so if they're a publisher, then they'll have
June 29th.
all sorts of different dev teams doing different kinds of games.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shame.
Wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console
I don't think it looked
MMORPG
like
from
Townfall.
NCSoft and Amazon Games, with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
And a parent publisher. Yeah, thought so.
Our guiding star has shattered. Its shards scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power. And put down this threat once and for all.
He said this is a free-to-play, didn't he? The gameplay will probably look nothing like this.
Yeah.
That's gameplay, isn't it?
Some of that, yeah, I think the parts where you see like the weird effects and stuff.
The parts where you see it severely degraded in graphic quality. Throne and Liberty. Sign up for tech test.
Okay.
Never heard it called a tech test before.
No.
Looks great.
Sounds
I
old
also
school.
want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try
No, they gave
out
everyone there a
hundreds of
Steam
new
Deck last year,
in-development
didn't they?
games. One of them
Or was that the
is
game?
the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into
It's
supernatural
alright for some.
immortals.
You can go along to
Here's
these
the
things
new
and get that kind of freebie.
This may as well have been the game previously.
Yeah.
Bit of a fail putting them back to back. Thank you, Han.
Yeah, so far it's been okay. Some little intriguing games there, but
Why, Jeff?
This looks really good, and then I just saw loads of health bars, which has
Yeah.
just completely broken the immersion for me.
Lots of very carefully curated cuts between the stuff that looks fantastic and the stuff that's clearly gameplay.
Agreed. Warhaven. Another free-to-play game.
Why can't
okay.
Do you know, this reminds me of Gang Beasts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Reminds me of Naughty Bear.
Party animals. Well, what was that game where everyone had to run? They were like little blobs and they had to run from one end of the map to the other.
Fall Guys.
Yeah, that's it, Fall Guys.
Oh.
Oh.
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with
Dying
it,
Light.
a lot of cool stuff will make its way to
Huh?
Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for
Oh,
darker, more
they must be putting
dangerous
out
nights
DLC
and
then.
roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
I was gonna say this is
Oh.
This is not me, by the way. That's the actual.
No,
thing.
that's.
I thought this was Dying Light 2, but it's not.
I was gonna say that they've changed the tone of it a little bit.
Yeah. It's good that they've supported the game for so long, though. And continue to do it.
This is when you crash.
Oh.
Yeah, the past couple of trailers have been a bit like smushed in, haven't they?
This is all the things like, yeah, we've agreed to do this, but it's not really something we're that excited for. We're just shove it in there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but on my TikTok I got live access removed. Shocking and graphic content, unoriginal content, and QR codes. Thanks, TikTok. Appreciate that.
TikTok doesn't like co-streaming, evidently.
Oh, yeah, we'll probably have to review that.
To announce Alan Wake 2.
Sorry, guys.
He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy,
Alan Wake 2.
Sam Lake.
Alan Wake 2, let's go.
Come on, Sam.
No, it's going to let me go live in the next hour, but if I just go live again, it's just going to take me down
Looking
again.
dapper as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's Max Payne.
Well, we are so excited because when you announced Alan Wake at the game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet
Alan Wake 2 should have been called John Wick vs. Max Payne.
To switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place.
Yes.
And then we have Saga, our new hero, FBI agent, coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay. And they're somehow linked in some way.
Bro is trembling, and
they
I
are
would
coming
be
to
too.
Exactly.
Investigate a series of ritualistic.
And he's doing it in his second language as well, which is
and,
awesome.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but
I need to get Alan
Saga,
Wake
this is
remastered,
sort of new
downloaded, and
character,
played
and there
soon.
is that sort of link.
Yeah.
Tell us a
It's
bit
good.
about-
It's basically like a
split
Stephen King
50-50.
novel.
Do they have separate missions? Because I think you can play.
Yeah,
them
the
in
combat's
different
really good as well.
sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game.
So
this can
did
be
he say
enjoyed,
that this is?
as
hang on.
Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in
very quickly she has to.
You don't have to have played the first one to play the second one.
Yeah,
carry on, Phil.
will be on
Yeah.
that journey with.
I know. I mean, I will probably believe it. But did he say this was Remedy's
then we
first
open up
survival
the
horror game?
experience So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you
'Cause-
can
so
hop to play.
is that because the other one
Wake
wasn't
in the
survival horror,
dark
or because
place,
it wasn't made by
as he's
Remedy?
trying to
Yeah,
find
it
his
wasn't
way
survival
out.
horror.
And you can keep on playing
Ah.
as Saga in the Pacific Northwest.
Interesting.
As
What,
the
Alan Wake one?
investigation goes
Yeah.
on, and you are free to switch.
I wouldn't say it
between
was
them.
survival
There
horror.
are a lot of connection points.
Yes.
In many surprising ways, but there is
Was
no
it more like action
right
horror,
way
RE4
to
style?
play through this. You can choose. You
Yeah.
can go on as
Yeah,
as
RE4,
Alan
RE5
all the way
style.
close to the end,
Yeah.
or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially. So we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure, throughout the experience. Today, though, I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early
Oh.
on from the experience.
Here we go.
Is he wearing a velvet suit?
for?
That's
It
glorious.
looks like it.
So tell us, what are we going to see? What
Supernatural forces of darkness have brought
darkness.
the murder victim,
Darkness.
in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside.
I like how he's
Pride
finished,
Falls
but his
at
name
Cauldron
is like the
Lake,
most American name
trying
ever.
to
Like Stan
find him
Lake.
and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from
Oh wait,
Alan
no,
Wake
that's
2.
his
Thanks,
pen
Sam.
name. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's actually Sammy Anterio Jarvi.
That sounds more Finnish.
The Resident Evil 2 influence is so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, every AAA survival horror game now will be that same over-the-shoulder, close, hold the flashlight.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Looks like the stream's gone down on IGN.
Oh shit! I don't know what I'm watching it on. I think I'm
You
watching
watch
it. I'm not watching it on the Game Awards.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the main one then. You want to make sure you're tuned in here then, folks, because we have
Yes.
the better signal than IGN.
And better awards too.
Horror-based ones.
Oh yeah.
This is cool.
Looks so good. Ah, it's back on now.
Cheers, Joanne. Hey, Stephen. Seth, thank you. Whoa!
Yeah. This combat looks awesome.
Yeah, it's... You can even more see the Resident Evil 2-ness of it.
Yeah.
Like even just from the reticles and stuff.
Oh, it's got like a
We got a
RE4
dodge.
RE4 remake dodge.
Whoa! Did
Oh my
what was
god!
that?
Whoa!
Did you just see that?
Hand swapped. That was his.
She was like hip firing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Minja. It's probably because I haven't updated it. 2 seconds.
Yeah, it does sound. The sound is really good.
Oh, that's cool.
The text on the heart is clearer now.
Tattooed heart. Nice.
I knew it would be here, like I saw it in a dream.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's
yeah.
for us.
This game's gonna be really good.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right!
Shame it's digital only.
Open for pre-orders now, though.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
That guy lost his mind.
They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku.
So I noticed that Sam Lake's character in Alan Wake, it sounds like he had Max Payne's voice actor.
Might be. So aren't they meant to be remastering Max Payne as well?
Maybe that's the surprise.
Oh, maybe.
What is this? Is this like Left 4 Dead mixed with Warhammer?
I thought it was more like
looks like
Years
World
War, like.
Yeah, looks more like World War Z.
Oh yeah, because there's the boards and stuff. But obviously, 40k universe.
Yeah.
What is it with 3 players, man? Dead Island 2 was like that. Alien Fireteam Elite was like that. Why 3 players? I suppose it works for us.
Yeah, I'm guessing the background or the tech side of it must be a lot easier with 3.
Yeah, it probably affects how many things they can have on screen at once.
Yeah. When you've got horde stuff as well.
What a confusing art style. Oh, it must be some sort of sim. My potatoes.
Well, I don't know. This doesn't appeal to me as my kind of game, but I'm liking the soundtrack on it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Beautiful indie game, yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun.
Hey yo, John Carpenter.
What?
Brand new IP as well, did they say?
Yeah.
We gotta be ready.
What you say?
Nobody half-assed.
Copyright claim on my channel.
Is this a horror?
No, really.
game?
No, I'm just saying I probably will get one.
Yeah.
Is this a horror game?
He's a king of horror, John Carpenter, so I'm not too sure.
I can't think of any non-horror stuff John Carpenter's done.
Yeah.
Escape from New York.
No, looks like horror. No, horror.
Toxic Commando.
Oh, it looks like
What?
First person horde shooter.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
That looks mental. Feels like it's going to be Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Definitely got those vibes. With that distinct John Carpenter in this.
Yeah. This looks good.
Who asked for this? But that is cool. I like that. I really like that.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? I don't know. All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3. And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers.
It took me a moment to realise that that was your cat and not the screen. It was like, what's that? Oh.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new dawn. This city is mine.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I don't know what that is.
No. Oh, it's a bit like Diablo.
Control.
Like a dungeon crawler.
I thought it was out already. Gortash. Has it just been in early access or something?
Must be.
Maybe that was one of the other Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3
1 and 2.
is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game director at Insomniac. Brian, thanks for coming by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some fancy art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art.
Love that.
That looks cool. I can't wait to get my hands on this game.
On the box for a reason.
I need to play one. I've not played it.
Spider-Man, so we're really excited.
You need to play Miles Morales as well.
Peter and Miles,
just to add
so
to that.
excited about this.
Well, Spider-Man 1's quite an easy
platinum. Two characters. We saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation Showcase, but I want to talk about the two villains, I think, in the game. There may be more.
There are more. There are more out there. I
two
promise.
main ones, but we have some new art to show of. We obviously Kraven. We got the reveal at the PlayStation event. So tell us a bit about him and how he factors in.
Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others. He's on the hunt.
And others.
And others.
Yes.
But
there are a lot of
Venom
superheroes
also,
who live in New York City.
Symbiote is a part of this whole story, as we saw in the gameplay. There you go. Good reaction to the art.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom. Is this? Can you tell? Is an Osborn Venom? Can you tell us what's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or
it is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our goal was to tell an original story, something you haven't seen in the comics or the movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there, but how the story plays out.
Well, it won't be if Eddie Brock's
who is
not there,
Venom,
surely.
You have to play the game and see how it.
Well, the gameplay we saw last time was
there's a bit of a tease.
Venom,
Now,
Peter
obviously
Parker.
The symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think
I peeled it off,
with
didn't
the
he?
footage that you showed at the PlayStation
Yeah.
Showcase was
Depends
how
on.
that is going to
I wonder how long, whether we'll start early with
so tell us a bit about that and how the gameplay.
the Venom Spider-Man, or whether that'll be
I think
later
we
on.
saw in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
We call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power.
Venom looks cool. I want
aggression,
Spider-Gwen
which you saw
though.
both in the moves and
That'll be
how
Spider-Man
Peter
3,
talks.
I think.
It's not just what happens in gameplay; it's what happens, how the story plays out.
Interesting. So how it affects him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got
Again, that
Queens,
gameplay looks
Brooklyn,
really
so even
fluid.
more of sort of
Yeah, I mean the city is pretty much doubled in size.
And the
So
seamless
it's in
transition
phase
between
Manhattan,
gameplay and
Queens,
cutscene as well.
Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really awesome.
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event, it said at the end, fall 2023, and I think we're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
You know, Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're going to tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Oh.
We must be getting a release date then.
I'll just say, this month is going to be mental.
Oh.
Oh, it's October.
Oh god, it's sandwiched between Alan Wake, Alone in the Dark.
Exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Got it.
That's going to be a
Well,
crazy
Brian,
week.
Thanks so much for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up the game, and we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian.
Just have to like not sleep the entire month of October. Caffeinated to just like play some games.
Multiplayer open world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called POW who can also fight. In other words, kind of like Pokemon with guns. And then
Wait, what?
Then we're going to look at the Land of the Morning Light, a new expansion to Black Desert Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
Okay.
Man, everyone's desperate to be Tears of the Kingdom. Sorry, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
What the hell?
No, he wasn't joking when he said Pokemon with guns.
No, that's true.
What is going? It's like this is what I imagine is in Hideo Kojima's mind.
I don't know if it picked up, but there were delighted gasps in the Dickens household at the sight of this. Pal World.
Okay.
Okay, what's this?
He did say the name of it, but I can't remember. It's like it's in the Korean dynasty or something.
Oh, I got mixed up. I didn't realise he was talking about two different games when he was saying stuff. That's why I was really confused with the other one, thinking they don't look like Korean mythological creatures.
No.
Land of the Morning Light. Black. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, is Land of the Morning Light or Black Desert the
Our
name?
story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves.
We're past the halfway mark now.
With hammer and axe we mine and scout. Across Middle-earth, delving for riches.
It's the Lord of the Rings thing.
The greatest
They've got to pull back the credibility after Gollum.
Well, looking at it, I don't think.
Oh, this looks like a real-time strategy type thing. World building.
Can you imagine like a Command and Conquer but in Lord of the Rings world?
That would be quite cool, actually.
That'd be insane.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together.
That sounds like Jonathan Rhys Davis as well.
We took back our home.
Return to Moria. Wharf building, hell yeah.
49-inch. Oh, Callisto Protocol, what are you doing there? What a random collab. Oh, here you go. What is this? Oh, okay.
The same stuff again.
Right, I'm confused.
They must be
wow.
sponsors or something.
That's interesting.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Is it Diablo Immortals?
No. That's Sephiroth.
Oh!
Final Fantasy. Oh my god, is that the original?
Wait, what is this?
Mobile port of it.
Is that classic combat style as well?
It's something that looks like. Oh, it's
What?
multiple different games. It looks like.
Yeah.
Were you big on Final Fantasy?
They're on PlayStation. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9. Played that forever. It's absolutely amazing, but it's when they've changed the combat style. I don't like the new one.
Yeah, that does look turn-based.
Yeah. Yeah, no, turn-based for the win.
It's probably easier on mobile, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be across multiple eras. It's like a multiverse, if you will.
Ever Crisis. Huh.
Okay.
Free registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy...
Oh. Some guy had a heart attack.
Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. Get you can you order from Taco Bell.
What an
using the
arsehole.
code
Oh,
GameFest.
Jeff, you
Plus,
tease.
get the chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look at the game we debuted last year at
That guy in the
TGA.
front of the audience who, like,
Ghosts of New Eden,
screamed
the story
who's
of two
gonna be
ghost
so
hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
Bro said, speaking of Final Fantasy.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Focus Entertainment doing quite a bit.
We are banishers.
They're
We end suffering for those who live.
double A publisher, I think. So they get like quite a lot of devs under their banner.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead. Do we kill? To be together again?
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Banishers.
That does look kind of cool. That's not the first time we've seen that, is it? I don't think.
No. Oh.
What's this, Yakuza?
A new Yakuza. Yes, please. Yeah, from the same studio. Unless it's DLC for the newest one.
Joryu.
大丈夫か
お待たせしてしまって。
トラブル発生車はまだか
到着まで3分何があった
What is it? I've never actually played Yakuza. What is it?
Oh, it's
Is it a fighting game or something?
No, it's like I don't know how to describe. It's basically you go through. You're gonna see the combat now.
It's like an RPG as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really in depth, and it's got a really. The gameplay's just. It's got a really good humour about it as well. It's very tongue in cheek, but yeah, no, the combat's amazing. Highly recommend it.
Yakuza Dead Souls and Yakuza 0.
Yes, there's a zombie crossover. Yeah, Yakuza Dead Souls was a really good one. Oh, yeah, so it's like a DLC for Like a Dragon.
Fair enough. Let's put Yakuza.
Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Basic episode 12. Come in. You there, Stan? Green across the board. Looks like we're good. Definitely.
Thanks for the leg, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Yakuza 0 is also the start of the timeline as well, so it's a good the best one to start on.
Are there like 7 or 8 of them or something?
Yeah, I think there's 9 mainline games, and then there's tie-in games as well, like Dead Souls 1.
This doesn't make sense.
Not a quick one to catch up on this.
No. Oh my god, it's for like 60-hour games.
Christ.
Yeah.
Are you there?
That looks really interesting, but I don't know what type of game it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably more immersive than like horror or anything. It's like a sim.
Yeah, a horror under the water game.
All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall along with Warzone Mobile. Today we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
I don't think I've ever played a Call of Duty game.
I played the World War II ones. I played quite a lot. It's because I like the history side of it all.
2008 to 10 was peak Call of Duty, but
yeah,
it's so corporate now, honestly.
Yeah. I was actually on an MLG team for a tiny amount of time as well. But no, I played Warzone for a bit and then
realise I'm arse at FPS games and then go back to what I'm good at.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's fine when you start playing with these games at the start. You know, when everyone's not like solidly been playing it constantly for years. But now you just get sweated all the time. So
Season 4.
Yeah, that's me with any multiplayer that's like PvP. It's like
also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turned 75 years old today.
Good to know.
Celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming
Did
space.
Porsche give
We've all
Jeff a
raced
car or
the
something?
911 in some point at a game. Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut
Limited edition
the first design
Porsche
here today,
Xbox.
inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the
Thanks,
24
Jeff.
Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
he definitely got a free car out of it though.
100%. What are we watching here?
Do you know what? This goes to show that Xbox have such little games coming out. They're now just recolouring their Xboxes in hoping that you don't notice.
Oh, God.
Here is the Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for
Yeah,
a
you
chance
wait
to
until
win one
that's
right
Jeff's
now.
one right there. That's
Porsche
Jeff's.
XboxSweepstakes.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for
Oh, come on,
additional
this is wasted
opportunities
Silent Hill
to get
time.
your
Come
hands
on.
on these special consoles. All right, next. Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC players too. Let's take a look at Fae Farm.
We've seen this before,
Dear
haven't we?
friend, life in Azoria's been treating me well. Days pass so quickly.
I don't know. All cozy games look the same to me.
Before I know it,
Just basically gigantic text on the screen that says there is no
Yeah.
gore in this game.
It's
It's not for you.
fresh air.
When Phil sees the comment, there's no gore, he's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Hey, someone should make a horror farm simulator. Come on.
Something more. I've been itching to explore.
You know what? I would totally play like an Animal Crossing that, like halfway through, it turned out one of the villagers was a serial killer, and you have to work out who.
As long as we're prepared.
It's all fun and game. You're building a nice village, and it's called Raccoon City. Someone gets bitten.
There's so much yet to discover.
Mind you, saying that
Are you ready?
cozy games that turn into like horror, that's basically Dredge, isn't it?
Yeah.
We promised variety. There it is. Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben?
Did you just say,
Man,
what's
you
up,
guys have been
fam?
on fire. Last time I saw you
think
was at the Game Awards when you won Best Mobile Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made.
Calm down.
And
This guy's enthusiastic.
some new game modes.
If you shut your eyes, he sounds like Dana White.
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's
The guy who's
Conquest mode.
definitely
It's a
like
great way
one of
to get
those
a
breakfast
super competitive
DJs,
experience, and some exciting
phoning
imagine-
like on the morning,
But you
the
don't have to wait
morning
till
rush
next week. If
hour.
you haven't tried Marvel
I
Snap,
can imagine he
download it
must be
right
so
now on your
depressing when he
mobile
gets home when he
device
shuts
or
that front
XXD.
door.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben. That's what I got. That's you. You're made for YouTube.
Yeah, he gets to the door, workday finishes, and his voice goes,
Yeah.
well, I am
so,
done now.
Listen, I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and
He
maybe
has
you've had
got
this
to be
experience, Jeff,
massive.
some people lose.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I
'Cause
like
look
to
at
think
Jeff
it's because
next to
they
him.
suck. No offense, Jeff.
Unless Jeff's tiny.
But sometimes,
Let me have a look.
sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Lamuntis 1. Each
5'9", so he must be 6'4".
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Now you're just being mean.
Come on, Jeff. How much money have you taken for that, Jeff?
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals and Ascendant and the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cash back rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets.
See, this is streaming on Twitch as well, isn't
here's
it?
a look at King
And he's
Arthur
got all these
Legends
banner
Rise,
ads and
cross-platform
burned in ads,
UE5
which
game for mobile and PC.
Twitch says aren't allowed
The
anymore.
Fantasy Squad RPG
Interesting.
adventure
Yeah,
that is
very
available.
interesting.
Pre-register today.
But in all fairness, he's a non-profit, so I think if you're not making money off it, I don't mind.
I don't know. Just get your own Xbox branded, Porsche branded Xbox out of profit.
It's a tax write-off. Tax write-off.
It certainly is.
Yeah. What's your prediction for the end then? What do you think?
Silent Hill 2. No, because it can't be, because it's not been announced. It's got to be Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Got to be. We're not seeing anything from Amazon yet. We've only got, what, half an hour left?
We have.
Be
We
the
saw,
biggest thing they could possibly end it with.
we saw that. It's like a fake Lord of the Rings game. Knights and Honor or something. Why don't these companies learn that we don't want to see CG cutscenes anymore? It means nothing.
No.
Wayfinders. Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price.
Yeah, that'd be nice, Han.
Yeah.
You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and
Yeah, definitely agree with you there. It'd be interesting to see if we get a Tomb Raider collection.
needs champion.
Actually, Nico brings up a good point. Are we expecting a Bethesda showcase?
It's part of the Xbox One.
Right. When's that? Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Starfield's got its own separate showcase at the end of that as well. So
yeah,
this should be fun. That's Fortnite. Is it? It was quite dark for Fortnite.
I did say they were showing the new season of it.
Are they bringing the story mode back? That's what it
know.
originally started out as.
Well, this is drastically different.
Yeah. Looks like a co-op story level.
Oh, Unreal Editor for Fortnite.
Oh yeah, because they announced that the
Seriously, you don't stand a
your
chance.
custom levels that you upload, they'll pay you depending how popular it is.
Oh, so it's basically a Roblox type thing.
Yeah. They said there's like a table that sort of like depending on how many plays they pay you like
What did you say, guys? One more game?
a certain amount of money.
Good morning, scavenger.
I think the most popular one was like 23 grand, I think.
Retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavax.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4. Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory, and the crew is standing by in case they have contact.
This is going to be like a mobile game or something. I'd love for like a proper full 3D next gen Star Trek game where you fight the Borg, but it's not going to happen. Nope. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here. Yeah, right? My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
Not sure what to think about this. But
No.
it looks interesting.
It does. I don't think it's going to do too well, though.
Yeah, it's on Peacock as well, which is like...
oneself in order to multitask. This new hack and slash
Dunno.
game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Goddess of time. Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you, and fight again alongside your past selves. I'm here again. That's another me. I look good. I rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me.
Kind of reminiscent to Hades.
Yeah.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
I will become Legion and crush these demons. Onwards! I can feel that there are more.
Okay.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with
How you
us.
doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, you know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage, Jack, comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an Everwar fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
I like how they called it an EA original, because EA never do anything original.
No.
Welcome aboard, Immortals. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
Get to the control room and protect Selko. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
Agree with you there. Looks like Gateway Tokyo.
Hmm.
And Bioshock.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It just must not be my kind of game. It doesn't. It's not
No.
really hooked me in.
Maybe we're just getting old, and like I don't know. I'm getting through this Summer Game Fest. I'm like, man, there's such little things that are like even remotely interesting.
No, it's just not our genres, is it? To be honest. Like, to be fair, I like quite a lot of genres of games, but it's just nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I play a fair few genres as well, but I think we are still destined to be like old men on a porch somewhere just complaining about modern games.
Yeah.
It's just so formulaic. Like we've got so many like Legend of Zelda inspired
I want
games.
to fight this war as one of you.
You're what's called a triarch. The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all three colors of magic.
Like, the production of this one looks really good, but just doesn't get me at all.
Hey, Moxie.
We're only going to win this one together.
Yeah.
Sigil up.
Love that we get to show you guys
Three
so
old-
much
three old
amazing
men
raw
grumble
gameplay
about,
today, and that game
the
that's coming
state
out
of
this
gaming
summer
today.
from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite, and tomorrow, Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds launches, and today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast, hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Again, I've tried Fortnite, just can't get into it.
Can't click.
I was into it like the first couple of games where I was clearly matched with people who'd never played games before, and then they match you with people who know what they're doing, and then you get your ass kicked, and then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, no stop now.
It's that constant live service, though. Do you know? It's just like constant updates, and you've got to keep up with it. And as soon as you drop off, you just lost with it. Give me a single-player game, please.
Dino Crisis.
Yeah.
Now that would be a thing. Imagine on Monday if we were sitting here and reacting to.
Oh no.
Oh, can you imagine? Maybe that's the end of this one. Because we've sort of know they are they've announced that they're working on a new Tomb Raider, but no one's mentioned Dino Crisis.
Optimus Prime. He is stored in the box.
Woo!
I suppose the movie's out, isn't it? So it's going to be a crossover.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale. And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore.
Not Dino Crisis.
No.
Oh, what if it's Grand Theft
Comes
Auto?
from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters.
Oh, it's
and
Final
rich
Fantasy VII
storytelling.
Rebirth.
I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases.
I bet it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yep, it is.
We're true.
We're still here at the scene
Midgar.
of this terrible disaster caused by a massive tornado which swept through
Ah,
sectors
well.
0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway.
I mean, I shouldn't be
search and
like that
rescue
because I know Final
operations are
Fantasy's like
already in progress.
loads of people are huge fans on it, but it's like, it's not for me.
No.
Where's the thing for me?
Yeah. No, turn-based Final Fantasy was the.
Don't they still need to put Final Fantasy VII Remake on like other consoles?
After everything we've done,
Like they've just given up on putting it on Xbox.
Yeah.
It may look that
What
way.
is this like a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake or?
I don't think the one that they released. I think it's like chapters. I don't think it's like the full game, as far as I'm aware.
What's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me
Wait, so the remake wasn't even a full remake?
This is
As far as I'm aware, yeah, it wasn't the full game.
As
Perfect.
far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream.
Ugh.
It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Mad, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard.
We've not seen Amazon Games, so Tomb Raider's got to be here.
Whatever happened?
There's got to be another
He's
announcement.
But why come back now?
We've definitely not seen anything that they didn't sneak anything in.
After 5
Not that I'm
years,
aware of.
Doing who knows what.
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
And have we seen anything from Sony as well?
Not really.
Well, we saw Spider-Man.
Hey, Snakey.
Oh, of course, yeah, we did.
The Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
This was, I don't know. There was nothing in here that was.
No. We knew we've seen everything that we wanted to see already, and all the new stuff was just.
Just reviewing the list here. Yeah, I'd say maybe the biggest. It wasn't even a shock, really.
Yeah.
Something we didn't expect was that John Carpenter multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Outside of that. I wonder if this is just going to be on PS5 again.
Probably.
Did Final Fantasy VII come out on PC?
They say she's a monster.
I'm not too sure.
That she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul.
Oh yeah, Nick Cage actually. That's a good
That
point.
she can become those you
Yeah, that
hate,
was a bit of a surprise. I
those
didn't
you
expect
fear.
Yeah.
Those you love.
I joked that was my favourite part, but
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her.
Oh.
So, who is she?
On 2 discs. Well, at PS5 only.
5, yeah.
There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024.
I don't get it. Is
PlayStation
that
5? Nomura-san, thank you so much.
just give me Final Fantasy VII
That's
Remake?
going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the
come on, Jeff.
independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later
Yeah, I
this
think
summer on
we'll,
August
we'll
22nd
wrap
for
up.
Gamescom Open Night Live
We'll
in
wrap up
Germany.
before that one.
Like, unless he just
December
chucks
when we
one
come
thing out
together here
now.
in Los Angeles to
Will
celebrate
is
10
ever
years of
hopeful
the Game
still.
Awards.
Come
Thanks
on,
for
Jeff.
watching, everyone.
Oh yeah, oh, I've
See
just
you soon.
realised. No, wait, where's everyone
Just
going?
pull
I've got
something
another
out of his
game.
jacket. Come on. No, Jeff.
Waiting
back,
for
Jeff.
waiting for the
No.
encore.
Jeff.
Jeff, come back. Come back.
Oh my God.
Okay, right, so I mean that was something. That was I'm not sure what.
Yes.
But it was something. I mean, I literally was writing this all down as I was going. I just gave up writing because it got so boring. And
Yeah, look, there's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
things I'm excited for.
I've I just googled a list from another website that had been recording it update live, so I
See,
didn't even write it down.
Phil's living in the future over there.
Yeah.
We're living in the 20th century. But yeah, so really, it's Alan Wake for us. I'll use that term broadly. For us, it's going to be Alan Wake and this John Carpenter game. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I'm just looking through specifically horror stuff. We had Nicolas Cage, Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
The Witchfire.
Yeah, Witchfire. No, honestly, that's definitely one to check out. That looks really interesting. The combat and stuff.
Lies of P potentially. If we got any Soulsborne horror fans in there, that's
I think we did see some in the chat. So
Alan Wake 2, Toxic Commando.
See, what was there was one that was. It's not really an announcement. It interested me, but they had the Street Fighter 6 Cross Exo Primal, but they specifically mentioned Capcom Collaboration 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I want to get that exact wordage right. Mortal Kombat, was it before that? No, it was after Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
Half of
straight after,
Exile.
wasn't it?
It was after. Right, here it is. Yeah, they've literally used the term. Let me pull this up on screen. So they've used the term, as you can see up here, Capcom Collab 1.
Yeah.
So are we assuming that down the line, oh, fuck off, we ain't buying that shit. Are we assuming down the line that we are going to have more collaborations inside the Capcom universe?
Definitely.
Universes like Mega Man, X Resident Evil, or what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends whether they're trying to do them as general things or are they trying to do them specifically within Exoprimal to sell that?
Probably to force Exoprimal out on people, I think, because that's just going to... They need a hook, don't they, for that game? Because I don't think it'll do too well.
Because I think just the idea of just fling dinosaurs from the sky and hope that people like dinosaurs enough that sells it is probably not the best marketing strategy in the world.
No, we've got dinosaurs and a woman with red hair.
Who sort of looks like Regina, but isn't.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I think Capcom need to realise these multiplayer live service games that they're pumping out at the moment is not worth their time.
They just need to do a new Resident Evil Outbreak if they want.
Yeah.
John, it is. I think they see the success of Monster Hunter and they're like, yeah, we're the kings of online service only. But actually, they're really successful at that specific thing. It's like when they bought Resident Evil 6 out, they wanted it to appeal to such a broad range of people that it actually ended up just not appealing to anyone. But they're going to have this situation with Exoprimal because, again, like, I'll reiterate, who is this for? Like, it's not for anybody. I literally know nobody that's going, oh my god, Exoprimal's coming out. You know,
no,
I can't wait to try it.
No, well, when we initially saw Exoprimal, it looked okay, like enough, not like to buy, but it did look interesting. But then when they revealed that last trailer, not this one, the one before. And they showed that live service, like, here's all the DLC. It just reminded me of our Reverse, and I was just like, no, check out.
Yeah. I think the only difference in this one is they seem to be putting more energy into this because they kind of gave up on our Reverse pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
And same with Resistance as well, although that one did have more promise, but whereas this one isn't like bundled with another game, this is its own thing, so they're kind of... It's the same crap, but it's like, we need this to work.
I think what they've done is they've probably put the first trailer out thinking, oh, people are going to like this, and realised, oh, wait a minute, no one wants this. How are we going to sell it? Let's throw our other iconic franchises in there, and people might actually buy it just to get one costume and then leave, but it's not the way to do multiplayer at all.
It's odd, isn't it? Very, very odd. So, Han says, you guys know games. It's 5 years in between new games in a series a long time. I wouldn't. I would say that's probably
not for Last of Us.
Yeah.
That's kind of the scale, I think.
Would that take 10 years, Last of Us 2?
Like it was like 8, I think.
Near enough.
8 years,
yeah.
Remind you, what was the other one? Psychonauts, the Xbox one that came out like 10 years after the first one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, I mean, it's not like Resident Evil where it's almost become like FIFA in a way. You get an annual release. I'd say 5 years is almost like really hotly anticipated. But you look at Alan Wake, for example. Alan Wake, I want to say it come out in like 20. It's on Xbox 360.
Yeah, it was 2013, I think. If memory serves me right.
Oh,
yes, that is literally
even earlier. 2010.
Oh my god.
So that was 13 years, yeah. So.
13 years. So yeah, no, 5 years, I wouldn't say. That's probably the upper limit, I think. But yeah.
So yeah, I mean, 5 years is probably fair and reasonable time to create something that's drastically different from the original, rather than say like a DLC or like like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, even though they're not the same game, they're quite similar.
Yeah.
Has it really been 5 years since the Tomb Raider games come out? Surely not.
Yeah, if you count other small releases, it was like, was it something with Osiris? Tower of Osiris, I think?
Oh, they were like kind of isometric, weird puzzle ones, weren't they?
They were really good, though, because I think they were co-op as well. And then I don't think you can count the mobile game that came out, I think, the start of this year.
Yeah. So it was Shadow of the Tomb Raider back in 2018. So yeah, 5 years.
Christ. Oh yeah. God, I thought that was longer.
Actually, need to go back.
Temple of Osiris. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the modern ones. Absolutely love those.
Damn, that's a long last time. But yeah, I mean, it is coming. We do know that let me just see if I can pull it up here. Jamie, pull that shit up. We do know it is coming.
Yeah.
And they have put out they put this image out. So Crystal got Dynamics partnering up with Amazon Games. So I'll take it, is that Square Enix out of the picture now?
I think so, yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, because they sold all their studios off because they wanted to invest in NFTs, if I remember correctly.
How's that working out for you, bud? So yeah, that's coming. But are Amazon going to look to do their own service soon, though?
I think they did, but I don't think it's probably going to come. Was it potentially a console? I think we're going to do.
Yeah, but there were rumors. A lot of people because there was rumors at one point that Amazon was going to do one and Apple was going to do one, and all that. I think they probably realized it's more cost effective to make things for existing ecosystems because, well, the other gaming thing they own is Twitch, and they can't manage that well. So,
oh god.
So yeah, I mean, this is it's always inevitably going to happen when you cover shows that don't have clear agendas on what is going to be shown. Yeah. But we have to acknowledge that there are other showcases during this week, so inevitably there might be an announcement on them that is just not on here. So obviously you got Sunday is the Xbox one with Bethesda showcase, which is going to be really good, and obviously it's got Capcom on Monday. But I think Capcom have already announced what they're going to be talking about. So
have they?
Yeah. It's confirmed several titles for its upcoming showcase. Where is it? It's going to be approximately 36 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Turn this down. Let me see if I can bring this up. Hang on.
Yeah. Well, you can imagine they're going to show something about Death Island, aren't they?
Death Island. Yeah. The fact that it's not getting a theatrical release in the Western world. So that was that ghost trick. That was that weird one
Oh,
that we
yes.
saw.
Yeah.
Exo Primal. Holy shit! Why is Twitter's like videos? Dragon's Dogma 2.
Dogma 2. Yeah.
Remember the showcase is only 36 minutes.
Yeah.
And now, is that enough time to show off a Resident? I mean, the likely thing for me is probably, if it's going to be Resident Evil themed, is probably going to be the DLC for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the Ada Wesker side. I don't think we're going to see separate ways. I think definitely from the showcase we've watched so far, I think the hype level is going slowly down. I think, and with the amount of games they're going to try and shove into this 36 minutes, I don't think we'll see much.
No.
Yeah,
no, but as ever, it's one of them. It'll be our luck if we don't cover it.
Yeah.
That something does get shown and we miss it.
Oh, exactly. Yes.
It's one of it. This has happened so many times over the years. Where, when I was covering Village, I was literally. I remember we bought CVX Freak actually, Alex and Neil, who wrote Itchy Tasty. We actually brought him on. He was doing, because there was like some Japanese show, and he was doing a live translation for us, just like we're doing here. He was doing a live translation of what they were saying and feeding it back to obviously us and the people in the chat. It was crazy.
Yeah, I bet that was amazing.
It was really good. He was like, yeah, they're saying this about Village. But yeah, I mean, the amount of time, I would say it was probably 70-30 irrelevant stuff versus stuff we wanted to know. But, here's what it is. I suppose we've got another October. We do know October is going to be a very, very busy month, though.
Yes.
We can say that.
Oh, yeah. So many games just like, they're all packed in like the same small window of the month as well, aren't they? It's like,
yeah, Alan Wake is
the end.
Yeah, I think Alan Wake's 17th. Now we know Spider-Man 2's 20th, and then Alone in the Dark is like the 23rd. So like in the space of a week, you've got two iconic horror franchises and arguably one of the biggest IP games at the moment.
Yeah,
crazy.
Expensive week.
Speaking of expensive weeks, have you two picked up Amnesia yet?
No.
No. I've heard very, very good things about it.
Yeah, it looks insane.
Because I might pick that up actually. Because yeah, again, I've heard good things. I don't know what it's on. Is it on PS5 or is it just on PC?
It's on everything.
Yeah, everything. I think it's PS4 version, but obviously backwards compatible for PS5.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard really good thing. The whole World War One setting's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm probably gonna play that at some point this week.
Yeah.
Infamous Wolf says one thing we need is new trailer or gameplay for Silent Hill 2, which I agree is what we've been waiting for since the PlayStation Showcase. And yeah, I'd be very surprised if they did cancel it in the same way as Silent Hills, because obviously that was a very specific fallout with Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
But the given that they announced like so many Silent Hill games all in one go, it's probably going to take them a while to kind of line them up and get dates and stuff, I imagine.
I think so. And I don't think
the team will have a nightmare.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think considering how far development is of Silent Hill 2, it's incredibly close to the end. So I don't think they would cancel it.
Yeah. What dates were those? That's basically the middle of October. I think everything releases from like this.
It's almost like I remember all big releases like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty used to always come out in like November time.
Yeah.
So it now appears that October is now the new November.
Yes. Yeah. We got to start saving up for Christmas, haven't we? So.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's going to be an expensive one for sure, because these games aren't getting any cheaper. Unless it's Alan Wake 2, which is digital only.
Yeah. That did intrigue me when they were saying like it's digital only, so they can sell it cheaper. Whereas it's like, I've always managed to get them cheaper if I bought a physical copy off Amazon or somewhere like that, or base.com.
In Sainsbury's or something.
Yeah, you wait 2 or 3 weeks after release. There's always a sale somewhere.
I take it that means they're not doing collector's editions for it then.
They may do, because I have seen for some games they have been making the collector's edition, but the game's not included.
Right.
I can't remember what release it was. It was quite a big one recently, and there was like not even a code inside the box. It was just like a statue and stuff. So potentially they could do that. But THQ did comment on their post when they did mention about it, saying contact us if you're interested in making a physical, because they made the physical for Alan Wake, the original. So I could see someone else picking it up potentially and making the physical. Like if you see all the amount of different disc-based publishers now that take on games later down the line, I can imagine one picking that up.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I hope so. I think it's because they've who published Alan Wake 1?
Can't remember.
Oh, it was Microsoft Game Studios. Interesting.
Oh, it was an Xbox exclusive, wasn't it? That's why. I remember it now.
So that's really interesting, because what does it say on the PS5 box then for Alan Wake Remastered? If it's not Microsoft Game Studios, because that's going to be weird, isn't it?
Did they develop it as well as publish it?
No,
Remedy
made it. Yeah.
Well, if it's being republished, they'll presumably just say Remedy, because, I mean, I've got it for PlayStation, but it's a download, not a box. So...
It says Epic Games on it.
Right, okay. So, yeah, maybe Epic Games is... And this is a big thing, is because it's all tied into that silly Epic Games launcher, which they're trying to push on everyone.
Yeah. No, I think it's quite good seeing now that a lot of these companies that have made their own launchers and stuff are now starting to go back to Steam and stuff. Because I think Ubisoft made their own launcher, didn't they? And then EA did one for a while. But no, it's just all a waste of time, isn't it?
Although, do we want to have a monopoly on digital distribution, though? I think that's also dangerous. But the problem is, it's almost like a thin line, because you don't want to have a monopoly, but also you don't want it. So it's the exact same situation with like Netflix, for example. You don't just want to have Netflix ever, because that means they've got ultimate control over everything.
Yeah.
But also you don't want 20 different streaming services, so everything's segmented.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, it'll be interesting. There's quite a lot of streaming sources, like there's GeForce. What's it called? GeForce One.
GeForce, yeah, something like that. GeForce Now, maybe.
Maybe that's it. GeForce Now. I think we'll probably see that more side rather than a launcher. It'll be like a dedicated streaming. I think that's the way it'll go.
Wait, so is GeForce Now? Oh, does it connect to your Steam library? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So if you've bought it on Steam, you can stream it. Or does it still use your computer? I'm confused.
No, it uses... Because I've seen it with the Logitech are releasing their new handheld, similar to a Steam Deck, but you can stream the games from it. It's like an Android, essentially a tablet.
Right.
But you can stream games from it.
Oh.
Amnesia, the bunkers on there, actually.
What's that? Remedy wanted to make Alan Wake, but Microsoft didn't want to publish it. Is that why it took so long to get out in the end? You probably know more about this than me, Will.
I've not heard that, to be honest. I didn't think it would. I can imagine that, though, with how Microsoft handles their IP sometimes. They like to restrict them for a bit.
Yeah, they do seem to be sitting on a lot of, given that, like, I mean, we've made a few comments about them not releasing any games really this year, except for Redfall. They're sitting on some really good IPs.
Yeah,
if you remember, this happened to the PlayStation 3 back in like 2007, 8. Like they just had no fucking games.
No.
And this is that same thing that's happening with Xbox. It's almost like they're either sandbagging it and then they're going to do it next year, and they're building up to it, or they're really just running out of ideas.
Well, yeah, like look what they did to Halo, completely destroyed it. Like even the good franchises that they've had, like
unless maybe they were really banking on this Activision Blizzard deal going through without a hitch, but because that's been so difficult, they've almost like focused on getting that over the line, and it's just slowed everything else down. Maybe.
Yeah, I think they will streamroller it though. I think because they did threaten about not having the games launched in our territory, so I could see that happening.
Yeah, just your competition markets authority stopped our deal, so we're going to pull out from the UK.
Exactly.
Like
they'll just force their hand. They're such a big corporation, aren't they? They're not going to be bothered.
Yeah.
The UK's not getting it. Oh no. Like,
how would that even work though? Like, surely we would just like go on a VPN and just download it off Steam US.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or
quite a lot of games get like either banned or not released in certain territories, and you have to like buy it physically or.
Yeah, just get it imported as long as it's not an online multiplayer one where they can.
Track you and find you.
Why are you playing a game outside of territory? It's gonna be like the old days when you used to have like Region 1 and Region 2 DVDs.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Get this out.
Oh god. But yeah, no, I reckon they will do that eventually, unless they cave. The CMA do cave and just go, look, you know what? Everyone else has said yes.
But that's the other thing. Isn't the US one? They're suing over it at the moment to try and stop it, aren't they? Or is that stopped?
I think that stopped. I think I remember the only one. I think like literally, Saudi Arabia have said it's fine. Literally, pretty much every other territory has said it's fine now.
Yeah. Oh, for some reason, I thought it was US and UK both.
No, it's just the UK, I think.
Always interesting.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on this showcase?
Well, it sure was a collection of games.
Yes, it was. It's like
games
a bargain
were
bin.
shown.
But yeah, no, it's what an absolute awful way. Like the amount of eyes that were watching this, and they've just completely dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll get good reviews overall.
I feel like there's loads of stuff that people are waiting for different reasons now. Because we've mentioned Silent Hill 2, and Tomb Raider, the reboot, and then there's other things that people are waiting for as well in different genres, depending on what you're fan of. And it seems like loads of it. People are like, we know this is happening. We're sure this is happening. It's got to be announced soon. Here's a big showcase where it could be announced. And instead, it's just like the PlayStation one. It was all those what you call them, the raid shooters and all that. Multiplayer things, and all the multiplayer things look very generic. And then there's loads of stuff which just looks. It looks good, but it looks the same.
Yeah,
it's
just all meld into one.
Where's all the stuff that we know's out there, but we've just not been told anything about?
Yeah, I think that's the confusion with these kind of events. Like looking over the next week or so, you've got like 8, 9, 10 different showcases, and I think everyone's it's obviously going to try and catch each one, but it just seems to be like with E3, you had one coherent place where you would get all your announcements, and now it's just that spread out. It's just
like you're bound to miss one somewhere.
Exactly. Like we had a trailer for another showcase during the Game Awards, which makes no sense. It's like, surely just show the games.
Well, yeah, we've still got this like it's the way of like showing CG cutscenes instead of gameplay, and it's like we need to really get like no one wants CG reveal trailers anymore. If you've not got gameplay to show anyone, why are you bothering? Like it's just because it's not. And they've got a disclaimer at the bottom anyway, saying it's not representative gameplay. Well, why are you showing us then? Especially if it's a new IP. Like I can understand. Say if they showed, for example, a Last of Us CGI or CG like movie. It's like 2 minutes long or whatever. Makes sense because people already know what it is. People know what to expect. But like when it's a brand new IP and you just show me a CG cutscene, I don't really care. Like I want to see gameplay of it.
Yeah, because you don't know if it's the type of game that you like. Because people don't just like things that are fantasy or horror. They'd like to play a certain way as well. It's like I prefer an over-the-shoulder third person to a first-person thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Or a free-to-play isometric thing that's sold with a gigantically cinematic trailer and then like moments of gameplay which just look awful by comparison.
Yeah. No. I think to sum it all up, really, it's just the things we wanted. We've already seen them in other showcases or they've been announced previously, and then everything else is sort of. It's not like a DoorDash ad. Like, come on. When Nicolas Cage is the biggest thing out of the showcase.
Yeah, because we did expect Final Fantasy to be announced.
Yeah, all of it was announced, but all revealed today.
Yeah, I think Infamous Wolf, we are wanting a new Resident Evil game out. I think I speak for all of us about that.
Yes.
Dead Rising one would be cool. I don't know whether they'll ever revisit that IP or not, but
no, I think that. Well, you never know. Like you see games now, like 10, 12, 15 years coming out later. You never know. They might do.
Well, now they've got the RE engine as well. I don't think there's been a Dead Rising game since.
Is it 3?
So Dead Rising 3 come out for the Xbox One. I keep saying Dead Island. Sorry, Dead Rising 3 come out for the Xbox One. That was a day one port, I remember. Then Dead Rising 4 come out in 2016.
Well, that's quite recent. I don't remember 4.
Xbox One. What engine does it run on?
that would have been their previous engine that they had. I can't remember what it's called, but
it's not MT Framework, is it?
Yeah, that was it. That was the one before RE.
But yeah,
I'm guessing.
Definitely dropped the ball. Like the amount of fans and stuff that were drawn in, it's your place to announce the games that everyone wants. The maximum viewership. And like I do commend all these other publishers and studios doing their own showcase, but you're not going to get the viewership that the Summer Games Fest has got. And it's sort of, I think it's damaged. Well, on my part, it's sort of damaged the image of Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, I mean, I kind of get that they want to like do something for everyone and that they want to have surprises in there and they want to do, but it also feels like you kind of like, am I going to have to hang on for a couple of hours and maybe see something I'm interested in, or are they going to give me some? I don't know. But yeah,
indeed,
it sure was one of the game showcases of this year.
Yeah, one of the showcases.
Yeah,
agreed. Where can we find you guys across the internet?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Resident Evil Central. Obviously, doing lots of countdowns coming up now with a lot of the newly announced horror games, and obviously we keep track of newly announced stuff and stuff that's coming under the radar. So, but yeah, you can find us there.
Yep, and I'm mainly around on YouTube and TikTok. I'll be on TikTok tomorrow morning streaming Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and on both platforms in the afternoon, trying to beat The Last of Us on the hardest difficulty on permadeath, because I'm a masochist like that.
Yeah,
I hate myself. How's Metal Gear Solid been, actually? I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it.
It's fun. There's a lot of bits where like Hideo Kojima's visionariness or whatever was definitely in the story rather than in the game design, because there's so many bits that just make me want to pull my hair out if I had any.
It is a lot of like, now I go back and I'm hoping with Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater that they might, if it's the first time you play it, it's fine, but when you're playing Snake Eater for like the 10th time, like I just want to be able to press one button and skip everything. I don't want to keep watching all these endlessly long codec sequences.
Yeah.
First 3 hours of it playing it, I maybe played 45 minutes of actual gameplay.
Wait till you play Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, no, my God.
Horrific. I think there's like a 90-minute cutscene in it.
Yeah.
Like, you just put your controller down at that point.
Yeah. It makes trying to time when you're going to end the stream really awkward as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine starting the stream with a cutscene, then ending it in the same cutscene?
Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. You must be streaming quite a bit of Metal Gear Solid then, if you're on 3 already. Have you been playing them start to finish?
Yeah. But I've been doing that like Monday to Friday in the morning, so like 8 a.m. to like 11. So.
Oh right, yeah. So you're probably making quite a bit of progress, because the first ones, I don't think Metal Gear Solid 1's actually that long. I think it's like 8 hours maybe. That was my first playthrough. But I remember 3 being quite long. That took me quite a long time to do. To be fair, Tomb Raider 2 took me fucking 18 hours. I couldn't believe it. Just kept dying on it.
Was that because of the block design? You have to like really like moving backwards and forwards takes forever to do. If you
just keep dying as well. Just
those animations and stuff.
Tragic at it.
Tomb Raider 2 is the best Tomb Raider, by the way.
It is. I agree. By far. Now the problem is I've played Tomb Raider 2 and I've been playing Tomb Raider 3, 4, and it's just like, but it's not Tomb Raider 2. Like,
no, just wait till you get to Angel of Darkness.
Yeah, I've heard great things.
God.
There is a reimagining coming out of that soon, like a fan reimagining, which
that's cool.
I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
look forward to seeing.
If they correct all the gameplay issues with that'd be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, it's been a pleasure, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
The showcase wasn't, but
no.
Always talking with you is fun.
Summer shitfest.
Yeah, summer shitfest. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching in, as always. We'll probably be back on Monday with the Capcom showcase. I might see. Holster's been asking me to do a couple of showcases, so I might bring her along as well, if that's all right. She likes to. It makes sense if it's Capcom as well.
Yeah.
More of us to share in the
more
hope
of us to be
and the despair.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So that should be really fun. But listen, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you're following all of our platforms as always, and hopefully we'll see you on Monday with the Capcom showcase. Is it the same time?
No, it's 11, late. I think. 11 o'clock. Yeah,
that's what. 11 p.m. UK time. So that's what. Fucking was it 5 hours before? So that's what. Fucking. Why is my brain just gone?
6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Fuck. No, it's not 6. Oh yeah, it's 5 hours behind. Yeah. 6 p.m. Oh, my brain's absolutely shot. 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, tune in then. We'll be back with some more analysis of these fun showcases. Take it easy. Look after yourself. We'll see you all very soon.
Catch you later.